We tend to want to control things outside of us. We tend to want to control other people, other situations, and we find ourselves often frustrated and even angry when we find that those things aren't going exactly how we want them to go or how we think they should go. Now, what's important for you to understand is there are ways to, in fact, control those things, but how you do it is really the trick. Because it's not about controlling people directly. It's not about controlling situations directly. It's about controlling yourself directly. Because when you control yourself, which is the only thing that matters, control of yourself is actually what controls everything outside of you. So controlling your thoughts within, your emotions within, right? Your feelings within, your desires within, your discipline, motivations, inspirations, all of those things actually manipulate, influence, and changes the things around you. They create the things outside of you. So as you see and experience things outside of you that you wish you can change or you wish you can control, it's really about controlling how you respond to those things that actually allows you to change those things. So you have to be more mindful about you, what's going on internally, rather than focusing on what's going on externally, because the internal dictates the external. The internal actually creates the external. So you have to be always mindful about your thoughts, making sure that they are aligned with the desires and the things that you decide to create, making sure your emotions are aligned with your thoughts and that are giving you the fuel, the energy, the power to actually then take action and focusing on the things you can take action upon, therefore moving the world, right? Moving this universe that you're creating in a physical way to actually begin the momentum, begin the catalyst of that actually being the energy, the fuel, the power, the beginnings of your creating, right? Of your creation. So you have to be mindful that it comes down to you. That's the only thing that matters. That's the only thing you should be focused on controlling is yourself. Focus on being mindful, being aware, practicing self-awareness, knowing what you're good at, what you're bad at, knowing all the intricacies and the nuances of who you are and how you do things. That allows you to gain true power over everything outside of you. Once you do that, and once you begin doing that, then you'll start to see the change. You'll start to see the materialization. You'll start to see how you actually are manipulating and maneuvering around and with the world. So be clear, this is the only thing that really matters. How you are, not how everything else is, because how you are dictates how everything else is, okay? This is how we create. Though I'm speaking in terms of things being two, right? You being you and the outside world being the outside world, it's really one thing, but it starts with your mind. It starts with your spirit, your consciousness. It starts with your intention. It starts with your decision. When you do that, everything else follows suit. Everything else lines up and aligns with your consistent intention, your consistent thought patterns and feelings and emotions and actions. That's how this oneness is actually practical and applied to everything that is essentially you, because everything that you're experiencing is coming from your perspective, your consciousness. Therefore, you are essentially creating it because it's from your point of view, your eyes, your lens. So you have to be mindful about that, because as you are mindful about you essentially creating this universe that you're living in, and you realize that if your mind, your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, all of these things are in proper alignment, and you are mindful about it and you're practicing keeping those things in tune at a certain frequency, then everything else will follow. But you have to take the responsibility. You have to be accountable and own the fact that this starts with you. And some people may think that can be overwhelming because, again, they get into, oh, does this mean it's all my fault? Who cares about fault? This is about empowering yourself, not blaming yourself. So once you empower yourself to see that you are creating, you are the creator, everything in your life is a manifestation of your thoughts and feelings and actions. This is who you are. This is your nature. So as you continue to go through life, take responsibility and take ownership of your nature and what it is you are being, you are creating. And that's how you really own your personal fulfillment. That's how you own your destiny. That's how you own your right to be happy and fulfilled in this life. It simply takes understanding that it all starts with you. It all starts with you and it all ends with you. Thank you so much and continue to join me on this journey. Peace and abundance always.